Welcome to another episode of the Epic Family Road Trip.
The tops of these birch trees fell off years ago, damaging the roof of the cold cellar cabin. The remaining stumps will eventually fall on their own, potentially causing more damage. So we are going to fell them safely away from the cabin before beginning the repair job. With the smaller stumps out of the way, it's now time to tackle the large one, which is leaning ominously in the direction of the cabin. The aim is to drop it to the left of the white pines straight ahead and not have it come crashing down on the cabin.
For the best here. Yep. Very Woo.
Still got it, huh?
Yeah. Good job. All right, now we begin taking off the soil that they used to insulate the old cold storage. Happens to be a sinkhole right behind me, so we're just gonna fill it in. That way we don't have to take wheelbarrow loads out of here. They got a little section of it cleared here, and looks like they've got a structure, a flat roof structure of old timbers going across, old logs. So if there is a cave in, I think it's more towards the center. This area seems intact, so that's good. It's good news. We'll keep digging.
I think everyone is going to be hungry after all that digging, so I'm gonna bake some banana bread and banana muffins with freshly churned butter. the boys are taking a break from the cabin rebuild project to split up some firewood.
So, as you can see, kind of splitting a lot of wood. We've got this huge pile. Over the winter before we got here, our uncles and cousins came up here and cut down a bunch of dead trees that had fallen and some that were standing up here. We stacked a lot of the logs just in our backyard, which is really great because, as you know, we're planning to stay the winter potentially, and we're going to need a lot of wood for that, especially since this is softer wood. It's mostly pines and some cedar and birch here and there, but mostly pine. So we've got a couple good stacks going here and elsewhere, and we're kind of pushing to get this done because at some point this summer we are going with Overland on another one of their epic expeditions. This time it is called the Nordic Series, and we are headed to Scandinavia for quite a while actually. It's going to be really epic. We're going to see a lot of amazing stuff. As some of you know, we've gone with XO on a few of their other expeditions to Baja and to Alaska before. So this one's going to be another really great trip with Clay and the team. So we're really excited about that, but the time for us leaving is coming up soon, and we still have a lot of prep work to do to be able to stay on an island, off-grid in the wintertime up here. There's a lot to do between building the cabins, restoring the cabins how we are, prepping food and other things for the month or potentially 2 months of time that we can't really come in or leave the island while it's freezing but not completely frozen. And definitely a lot of wood that we need to have split and ready for heating the cabin while we stay in there. So we're pushing to get this done before the time we leave. Everything's kindling.
One of the skills we are practicing this summer is pickling and canning our extra vegetables. We are doing small batches until we perfect the recipes, and then we will pickle and store larger batches of our favorites for the winter. One of our favorite snacks is cowboy candy. Mom is making a batch here, and we can't wait to sample it. Another favorite snack is beef jerky. Mom is getting this meat in a jalapeno marinade, and we will get it on the smoker tomorrow. Dan gets to work cutting up the birch tree that we felled this morning. It's going to be great having some good hardwood in our firewood pile.
Alright, so now that all the birch trees that Dad cut down yesterday is all cut up, I'm just going to be splitting it here because it'd be easier to split it into firewood here and bring it with the wheelbarrow than to bring all the logs and split over there. Okay, so Dad and I have been digging for a while on this roof, and we exposed where the collapsed logs would have collapsed down onto the interior tin roof of the cooler cabin here, and we can actually pull them out. These are two of the logs. They used to be attached all nice as a nice roof supporting all of this dirt to insulate the cabin, but over 100 or 80 years it's collapsed in this one spot, which is really dented in the roof. So that's what we're trying to fix here, and with all the dirt removed we can start pulling out some of these logs and actually get right onto the tin roof itself, and then take all the dirt off. And then our idea is once all the dirt's cleaned out, we can re-support these old logs in there to have the roof level again, and then we can push up the tin roof, and then it'll be strong again. Probably not scalding. Wow, it's better than store-bought.
Wow, that's good. Wow, just got the kick.
Yeah, I left a lot of seeds in.
After a delicious snack of Mom's cowboy candy, it was time to get back to the main project at hand.
I think that's free if you want to grab that in.
Okay, I'll pull it up. Just cut that one nail then.
The interior walls of the cold storage cabin have collapsed over the years. We are taking out the old shelving system to make room for us to get inside and have a look.
Get all the rusty old things out of here. Looks like a lot of old barbecue oven things.
Yeah.
Well built shelves, huh?
Yeah, we could probably reutilize these.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how many shots, maybe 1,000, who knows? that.
It's time to get the smoker going and start smoking the jerky.
Alright, these have been sitting in that marinade overnight. That's why they have a bit of a yellow-green tinge to them. It's a special jalapeno-based marinade that we're trying out. So these should have a bit of spice to them, which is nice. We're going to let them sit and smoke at 150 degrees or so for 3 hours. This little door latch here, it's actually a piece of driftwood we found in Oregon on the coast. It's pretty cool because this and then the two main doors on the cabin are all driftwood from our wanderings up and down the Pacific.
The cold cellar rebuild job has taken on a life of its own. It definitely won't be completed this week or even next, but we're determined to keep at it as long as it takes.
We got a big 20-ton bottle jack in here, and we got it set up on a stand and a big flat thing to push up on the roof. We're just trying to get the roof metal and logs pushed back up to kind of where it was before, and then we can add the new logs that we got to support and basically rebuild the roof. So it might detach from that side, but we're gonna have to do that anyway.
It's looking better already in here.
This side?
Yeah.
That's lifting up like crazy, but stuff a bit back is only lifting up slightly.
Yeah, we can see that in here too.
So this should be around this height. Nice. I pulled it up tight. I pulled it up nice and tight. Alright, so Pete's on the inside and he's screwed up the steel roof to the new beams, and he's just taking the jack off now, and I can see that it's so far so good. It's holding. Gonna have to drop in a few screws on this side, and then we're gonna move over this way and try to jack up the beams, and that should level the inside of the roof. The sidewall is another story, but at least we got the ceiling tightened up. Alright, the jerky's been in the smoke at about 150 degrees for a good 3 hours, so it's time to give it a taste test and see where we're at. Alright, we're gonna give it a try. It's great. It's hardened right up but not crunchy, so it's got a bit of chew to it. A little bit of heat from that jalapeno sauce we put it in, and some sweetness. I approve. How about you, Lando? Come here, buddy. What do you think? Ready? Gentle. Give me 5? 5. Yeah, good boy. Let's go, show him up. Hey, if you've ever wondered how we exercise Lando while at the island, he can get a fair bit of exercise going around the island. It's 10 acres, so there's a decent trail, but as you know, Lando, he needs a lot more than that. So ever since he was a little pup, we've been taking him to this spot we found where he can run a couple of miles. It's just up the lake a little ways. So we're going to show you how we exercise Lando while we're here and keep up his physical performance.
You ready, Lynn? You know this spot. Go.
So he takes off so fast we can't even keep up with him on the boat. So that's how we do it. That's how he gets his exercise. He does about 5 runs back and forth. Truthfully, if he stopped for 5 minutes, he'd be ready to do it all again. Right, Lando? You love running. Good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you're a good fella.
No need for ramming speed. It's a fast dog.
This morning, we received a text from our cousin Frederick. He's heading up here this weekend with a bunch of our younger cousins and friends, and we are going to give them an Adventure Guys-style outdoor experience. First, Mom and Dad have a traditional Dutch breakfast in mind.
You go like that.
Whoa, my eyes. Ozzy walked up and said the exact Dutch name of these. It doesn't affect
Your lips get all.
your lips get all tingly and stuff.
But traditionally, Dutch people just put butter and icing sugar. But now people put jam and Nutella, whatever you want. So grab a plate, throw on like 5 or 10 of them, dress them up any way you want.
The blueberry and strawberry jams that Mom made this week made an elegant topping and definitely met with everyone's approval.
I think I'll give it a Dutch. It's from Dutch.
Stay tuned for a new adventure every week on the Epic Family Road Trip. We thank you for watching.
Wow, look at this view, boys.
Let's go, boys.
Look at that. Woo! Beautiful. Not bad. And in the meantime, we'll see you down the road.